This is Beth again with Blissful Transformation. Today I'm doing your tea, tarot and energy updates for the weekend, and we have a new moon. So I have been totally out of action this week. I had an eye infection and it continued, and I just could not get it under control. It would be okay one day, and then 2 days it would be bad. It's been a mess. So finally, here I am, and I've managed to then in the last couple of days do all the things that I've needed to do, because, as you know, I'm moving my business to Italy. So I'm trying to pack. I've only been able to do that at night time because I couldn't stand the light during the day. Had to take the cats to the vets to get their rabies shots. I had to go and get my scooter, my moped. It's a big moped. It's like a motorbike, but it's a moped. To have a service. I had to go and get some food shopping. So the last couple of days I've been trying to sort of get on top of everything because, as I said, I've been out of action for 2 weeks almost, intermittently. So today is, what is today? Friday, the 12th of March. And tomorrow we have a new moon. So I wanted to talk about the new moon because the new moon is in Pisces. And new moons are all about new beginnings and setting intentions. The other thing to note is that next weekend is the Spring Equinox. So again, this is not only setting new intentions and doing our little rituals, moon rituals, but also, preparing for the Spring Equinox, which is amazing. So we're coming out of hibernation and we are going into spring. Spring has sprung, yes, which is really lovely. Okay, so I pulled some cards before we did this reading, and I used the Rider-Waite deck, which everybody knows. And I just separated the major arcana from the minor arcana and used the major for this one. And the first one that popped out, it flew out the back actually, was the Tower. Boom, bang, bish, bash, bosh. Yeah, look, explosive. So what's the Tower all about? Well, the Tower is all about endings and new beginnings. So perfect for this new moon. This can be either you doing it yourself, getting rid of the old, going into the new, making that decision, or it can be something that's just thrown on you. My feeling is with this card and this reading today, the information from my guides was that this is intentional. Okay, so this is you're intentionally setting fire to the bridge that you're not going back to cross. You've crossed it, you're setting fire to it, you're done, and you're moving on. Yeah. So the Tower is all about new beginnings, and obviously with a new moon, new intentions, new beginnings. Now I was thinking I was going to pull the Moon card, right? But actually, the High Priestess came out. And the High Priestess is very similar to the meaning of the moon, because the moon is all about intuition and mystery, and the High Priestess is all about that, hidden knowledge, truth being revealed, and again it's mystical and magical. So any time we get like a new moon or a full moon, you get the moon's energy, and the moon is always a bit a little bit mysterious. So that's what the High Priestess brings. It's a subconscious mind, and feminine energy. Yeah. So this is what we're bringing in, bringing forth hidden knowledge, intuition, using the subconscious mind. Good time for meditating, setting intentions, right? And then I also pulled a card from the Akashic Records. So let's have a look. This is I'll just show you the booklet here. So this is the Akashic Records. Yeah, Akashic Tarot. And I pulled, well, again, it flew out. It's the Seven of Forces. This is balance. So in this card, we can see the scales. I'll just point these out to you. So here on the table, you can see the scales, yeah? So that's balance. I think we talked about this before. This card has definitely come out before. And this is shadow. Oh, it's when we talked about the shadow and the light work. That's right, I remember. So we're still going through that. We're still looking for this balance. Now, even more so now with the new moon when we're setting intentions, yeah? So here's where we are, right? Here's we are in the dark, right? With the tower, right? We're getting rid of that. And we're going towards we're going through the new door, right? Setting new intentions. That's the way we're going. We're stepping into spring and we're going through that door, yes? So let's see what it says. Time of harmony and balance. Stop and consider the parts of your life that you can bring into greater balance. And ask the universe for help. And it also says, the Akashic records show that justice is not limited strictly to court and contracts, yes. But it's a and we haven't even got a retrograde. I can't get this word out. Reciprocity, which is energy, right? So it's oh my lord, why can't I get this word out? That's hilarious. Reciprocity. I just can't say it. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just not coming out. I don't know why, but it's just not. It's an equal amount of energy going back and forth. Okay, there you go. That's the easiest way to explain it, right? How funny, right? I'll have to come back to that and see why I couldn't get that word out. So the energy production is up to you, yes? What you put out, you get back, yes? So we're heading through that doorway into spring. So just remember to don't be so hard on yourself. Have a little balance. Okay. I don't think I've ever not been able to say that word. That's funny, isn't it? Oh, there must be a meaning in that somewhere, right? Okay, so let's look at this new moon. So this new moon is in Pisces. Obviously, we are in the zodiac sign of Pisces at the moment, which is why the new moon is in that zodiac sign. So it's a new emotional start. It brings compassion, empathy, spirituality, and intuition. There we go. That's why we had the High Priestess card. Yes. And we've also got four planets in Pisces at the moment. We've got the Sun and the Moon and Venus and Neptune. So Venus, obviously, that's the planet of love, right? That's the romance. La 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 la, right? And then Neptune, which is a bit kind of illusionary, imaginary, a bit wishy-washy, can be a bit all over the place, really. So, setting your intentions for the new moon. Okay, I have this amazing book. It's called Cosmic Flow. Let's see, Cosmic Flow. Okay. A creative guide to harnessing the rhythm of the moon. I was very lucky that somebody bought this for me. And I found it really helpful. And it goes through all the different times of the moon. So new moon rituals, full moon rituals, the waxing moon, the gibbous moon, all of those things. And it also goes a little bit beyond that, which is nice. And it talks about how to do your rituals and how to do moon rituals. Now we know that when it's at certain times of the moon's cycles, it's a good time to energize crystals. Yeah, to put them on a table outside, to put them in a space where they can be recharged by the moon. But this is a new moon. So the new moon, first of all, we would have to have, well, it's not necessary, but it's nice to have a little altar. Yes? And what do I mean by an altar? So in this book, it tells you, which is really lovely. I mean, I've got my altar set up, but it actually gives you guidance on how to, let me see the page here, create an altar. So your altar is your very own space. And it's about, creating just a really nice safe space for you, whatever you're comfortable with, yes? Tarot, crystals. I have my singing bowl, yes? Yeah, it's on the stand right now. So the singing bowl, beautiful, really lovely energy. And I usually do that, the singing bowl, just before I'm about to do any kind of healing, whether it be theta healing, I do for clients, or whether it's a tarot consultation. Definitely my candles. I always have 3 lit. 3 is just a good number for me. So I've got my 3 candles lit. And then I do use my singing bowl just to clear the energy. And I've got my crystals. I set my crystals out. And sometimes I'm holding a crystal as well, yes. I've also got little, my Buddha. He's lovely, isn't he? And I've also got Ganesh. And here, he's lovely too. And he's bronze, very heavy. Yes, look. He's really lovely. So that's how I set mine up. Sometimes I have incense burning, but it depends on the space, and the smoke from the incense sometimes irritates me. I'd much rather light the incense before, let it finish, before I do any kind of energy read, and then just have my candles. But it's entirely up to you. A lot of readers, they like to have the incense wafting across the room, right? So to create your altar, yeah, so it's so these are suggestions. And again, it's about working with the elements, right? So the elements are fire, earth, water, and air. So the fire is the candles, the crystals bring some earthiness to ground the energy. So let's see, items for your ritual: candles, crystals, incense, smudge sticks. So if you've got a sage smudge stick, or even if you've just got some sage, you could just burn some sage in a little bowl. Sentimental objects, yeah, so if you've got anything like a letter or anything that's of value to you. For instance, I always wear my dad's watch, right? He passed over, it'll be 7 years this year in June. But I always wear his watch. It's very sentimental. It has a lot of personal meaning for me. I was very close to my dad. Okay, oracle and tarot cards, yes. Herbs, so it doesn't have to be sage. You could have some other herbs if you wanted. Flowers are always nice if you can get them, yes. Just a nice bunch of flowers. It's always lovely to have flowers in the house, yeah. I mean, I have some nice plants, but it's very rarely I have flowers. But I like to send flowers to people and give flowers to people, but I rarely have them myself. Isn't that sad? But yeah, if you could have some flowers, that would be nice. And an intention list or a list of your affirmations, okay? Now, here is the new moon. So set your intentions. When the moon is hidden in the sky, it's a time of new beginnings. Get ready to call in change and make a conscious connection with what you want in life. So this is what it's telling me in the book, okay? So, new moon energy. Here we go, new moon energy, and it gives you it for the different signs. So the new moon energy we already know is in Pisces. Pisces evokes the magical realms, the mystical realms, and thinking beyond the physical. Set intentions that focus on intuition and spirituality, okay? And then we have a number of other pages where it says new moon ritual. So what you'll need to do is just find yourself a quiet space, sit down. You can have some music on if you want to. It's not necessary again. And it's not necessary to go and stand under the full moon. You don't need to do that. The energy is just everywhere, yes? So just find a quiet space to sit on a comfy cushion and relax. Yeah, relax. And if music helps you relax, just relax. Take a deep breath. Now, this is what I like about this book, because it asks you to write down how you feel before the ritual. Okay? So write down some adjectives. How do you feel? Tired, frustrated, tense. I don't know. How are you feeling before it? Yes, worn out. Or excited. I don't know. It could be good things, right? So note down how you feel before you do the actual ritual, right? And the ritual is just basically, it's just saying to yourself, setting intentions. Now, as I said, you can write these down. You can actually speak them. I find writing them down and speaking them helps, because then you can remember them. So before you start, you write down your intentions, yes? What do you want to do? So we're going to set new intentions for this new moon. So what do I want? What are my intentions? I want to have... I want to complete my website. I want to be able to do these chats more often. I want to set up a community group for like-minded women on Facebook. I want to have a smooth journey going to Italy. You know, those are mine. I mean, I'm just sharing some personal ones with you, but, you know, set your own intentions. What do you want? Find new love. Have a better relationship with your children. I don't know. Learn a new skill, right? What do you want to do, right? Just can be anything. Silly, can be anything, right? It's personal for you. So set those intentions and write them down. So how do you feel before the ritual? So you write down how you're feeling. And then you start just to relax and take a deep breath and identify how you're feeling now. So you write down before the ritual, and then you just take a deep breath. This is the start of the ritual. Take a deep breath, start to feel relaxed. Think about those intentions and what your desires are, what you want. And how are you feeling? Yes? What are you feeling? Are you feeling nervous, anxious, excited? Right? What are those feelings? Write them down, yes? Then we come to the intentions. So, refer back to the list that you've got and read them, right? Read the list of intentions, okay? Now, why would you do this? Why would you read them? Why would you read them out loud? You don't have to. I find it helps. Read them out loud, because once you've set the intention and you've put that out there to the universe, you let it go, right? That's exactly what you do. You set your intentions, you speak them, you've written them down, you speak them, you let them go into the universe, and the universe will you just let the universe do its magic. Yes, that's it. When you finish those and you start bringing yourself back out and you've finished, yes, take another deep breath. Then open your eyes. What did you experience? How did you feel when you set those intentions? Yeah? Again, were you disappointed with yourself? Were you happy? Were you sad? Did you cry? How did you feel? What was the experience like in the ritual? I mean, this can take anywhere from like 10 minutes to 30 minutes to longer. I mean, it's up to you. Yes? You just take a deep breath, see how you're feeling, write down how you're feeling before it, start doing some deep breaths. It's like a mini meditation, yes? Then you go and you, so you write down, let's go through it again. Okay, let's go through it again. Write down all of your intentions, anywhere between 1 and 10. Write down how you feel before the ritual starts, okay? Then you take a deep breath and think about those intentions. Think about the intentions, okay? How are you feeling about them? Yeah, with your eyes closed. Yeah, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Now, next, read your intentions out loud. Okay, then close your eyes again. Deep breath. Relax. Right, and then open your eyes. What did you experience? Okay. And there's a page here right after the ritual, which is really lovely. I align my energy with the changes I want to call in. Okay. So breathe those intentions in. Blow them out to the universe. Yeah, breathe them in. And breathe them out to the universe. Yes. And you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to ask. If you start asking the questions like, how is that going to happen? How is that possible? How can I manifest that? How can I do that? You're going to go wrong. You don't think about the how. Just know that what you want, what you set your intentions to, that you tell the universe, let it go. And don't worry about the how. Just let it go. Forget all about it. Yeah? Sounds bizarre. Try it and see. Okay, so I've made some little notes here about this new moon in Pisces. As I said, we've got the 4 planets. We've got the sun and the moon, obviously, Venus and Neptune. So set your intentions, make your desires known, let go, release and surrender. Trust the universe to manifest it for you. Never ask the how question. And if you need to, with some of your intentions, take inspired action. Yeah? Take inspired action. Writing down the intentions always helps with manifestation. Yeah, always does. Writing it down gets it out of your head, gets it out of your thoughts, gets it on paper, and then speaking them and letting them go. Right? Because then you leave room for more thoughts and more new ideas and more intentions and more things that you want to do. Right? So you have to kind of declutter the mind, yes, and send it out there with love. La la. Okay, so the new moon ritual we went through, which is really lovely, and again, this book is by Nikki Strange. Nikki Strange, Cosmic Flow. Cosmic Flow, Nikki Strange. It's a really, really, really lovely book. It's a really, really lovely book. Oh, there's some of my intentions. And it's got so many different nuggets of information in there. Yeah, some juicy bits. Not just about the moon, but about, you know, lots of like setting up an altar, right? Which is lovely. Okay, so next weekend, Saturday, I think it is the 20th of March. That's the Spring Equinox. We're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at things that we need to do for the Spring Equinox. Few things we need to do. Spring cleaning, obviously. Yes, it's a good time to clear out. I'm having a blast right now because I am trying to pack and decluttering at the same time. Yeah, so it's kind of cathartic because I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. I've just been carrying around baggage. I don't need like old creams, and you know, with this eye infection I had some eye drops from last year that were out of date. And they were just there, and I'm like, why are they still there? They're out of date. Anyway, I went to the pharmacy, I got new eye drops in date, and then I threw out the old ones. So it's just things like that, you know. It can be old medicine, it can be just clothes that you don't wear anymore, things that you don't use anymore. Yes, give them to charity if they're still in good condition, and if they're threadbare, you need to put them in the trash, right? But if they're good to go, but you just don't wear them and you just don't like them anymore, or you've just grown out of it, or it doesn't fit, you know, give it to charity. So spring cleaning, yeah. Reconnect with your goals. Now, we've got this new moon where we're going to set the intentions, yes. A full moon, there's a full moon in 2 weeks. So a new moon is always followed by a full moon in 2 weeks. So I think it's on the 28th of March, 27th, 28th of March, something like that, is the full moon. But the spring equinox is the time where we're going to reconnect with our goals. So we've set the intentions with this new moon next weekend. What we want to do is we want to be looking at what long-term goals did we have? What have we been working on? What have we put aside that we've procrastinated about, or maybe we've forgotten about? So what were they? Think about your goals and think about what you wanted to do. Yes. Get outdoors. Yes. Plant seeds. Spring equinox is a time for getting outside. So have a look at the garden if you've got one. Yes. Or have a look at your plants if you've only got a patio area, or you've only got potted plants. Have a look at your plants. Take them out. Do they need repotting? Put them into, get some new soil. Get some new tools if you need them, or some new seeds. Daffodils grow at this time of the year. Yes, if you haven't got daffodils, it's an easy flower to plant. Or you could just plant some vegetable seeds if you want to grow some tomatoes or cucumbers or something. I don't know. You can grow those in pots. It's very easy. I've done it. Right? I've done it. I had a patio area where I used to live, and I grew tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers from plants, and they just grew up there. I used to have a couple of sticks, and they just grow up the sticks, and then I just cover it all in netting to stop the insects and the lizards from eating them, and the birds from eating them. So so it's a good time now to get outdoors. Even if you haven't got any plants, I doubt that. Most people have got at least one plant. But go outdoors, go for a walk. I mean, there's me, trust me, I'm pot kettle black, right? I rarely go outdoors. When I moved to Italy, I've been living in the middle of the countryside on a mountain. So for me, I'm forcing myself to be out in nature because it's right there on my doorstep as soon as I walk outside the door. At the moment, I'm in a city. I walk out the door, it's concrete jungle, right? I have to go and walk and find a park and find some green space. But when you're on the mountain, right, the hills are alive with the sound of music. La 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 la. I'm forcing myself to be in nature by being on a mountain, and that's for me. That's not for everyone. You don't have to go and live on a mountain to get out in nature. But I'm sure if you've got a garden, or you've got a park nearby, you've got a dog, and you have to walk the dog, or even if just go for a walk. Listen, we're coming out of hibernation now, and I know for sure that in the UK you guys are going to be coming out of lockdown soon. So get out there, get in nature, just go for a walk, hug a tree, say hello to the plants, look up at the blue sky if there is any. I know that it's intermittent, but I know you've had some good weather in the UK. My mum's in the UK and she tells me these things. So when it's blue sky, just step out the door, look up at the blue sky and enjoy it. You're going to see the leaves start coming back on the trees. You're going to see new growth. The birth of springing into spring, yes, which is great. And also, we talked about decluttering and spring cleaning. Or what about decorating? What about redecorating? What needs repurposing? What needs to change? Do you have something that you've wanted to do? Maybe you want to get some painting, touch up the paintwork around the house. Or whether you actually want to start painting or creating. You can get those colouring books for adults. My mum's got one or two actually. It's very therapeutic, yes, just to colour, to draw and to colour. Well, I'm not very good at drawing, she's not very good at drawing, but I love to colour, yes, and there's these colouring books where you can just while away the time, colouring in. It's very therapeutic, very good for the mind. Or as I said, if you're a painter, go and paint, or go and paint the walls. Right? I've just had to repaint my apartment because I'm moving and renting it, so I wanted to just freshen up the paint. So I've just, spent a few weeks ago now, painting the lounge, repainting the bedrooms that needed doing. Really nice. I really liked it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So obviously I've done mine. I've started mine early because I'm going to be leaving. So I needed to get done before I started packing. Yeah. Otherwise I won't be able to get to the walls because there's boxes there. But that's something that you can think about. Yeah. So, as I said, you're coming out of lockdown. We're going into spring. All these things are part of, new rituals, new beginnings. Yes. Okay. So I have got some other things to do. So today's is going to be a little shorter. I'm just going to pull, let's see, do you know what? Let's pull a card from the Beyond Lemuria. Let's pull a Lemurian card to end this session, yes? Now, don't forget that up until the end of this month, when I'm leaving Spain and going to Italy. Up until the end of this month, I have a special on a 6-card tarot consultation. Usually it's €25 and I have it for €15. All my tarot consultations are done via video. So you will see me on the video pulling the cards. So you'll have your question and then you'll see me actually shuffling and pulling the cards on the video, and giving you a detailed answer. Okay, and then I'll send you the video. So if you go to, you can either go to my website, blissful-transformation.com, or you can look on Facebook. Again, that's Blissful Transformation. And I've got a WhatsApp button on there that you can connect directly to WhatsApp. Guys, my WhatsApp number for my business is different. It's a different phone. So if you want to connect for a reading, there you go, one card's just fallen out. If you want to connect for a personal reading, please contact me through my business phone. I like to keep them separate, yes. I like to keep my personal life and my business life a little separate, right? It's always beneficial to do that, right? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, look. Wow. Okay, we've got number 22, a master number, crystal keys. Wow, I just love the illustrations on this. So these are Beyond Lemuria's by Izzy Ivy. You can go back and look at some of the readings, daily tarot readings I've pulled, where I've pulled these cards. I often change the oracle cards. I've done Beyond Lemuria, I've used the Akashic cards, the tarot, the fairy cards, and I've just ordered some animal spirit oracle cards, which I'm so excited about. So I shall be using those next week probably. As soon as I get them, you'll know. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got number 22, crystal keys. Hidden wisdom codes, potent information, Lemurian seed crystals, seeing your triggers as a gift, awareness of drama creating patterns, healing the earth by looking at your inner environment, and healing through awareness. Very good. So that's it's all about, you know, inner work, setting your intentions. Remember, for this new moon. So this card is about deciphering wisdom. We may wonder how to access information regarding our spiritual growth as we navigate our everyday reality. This wisdom comes through inner paradoxes when we are truly present and in creative flow or a state of surrender. It may come as riddles and in the most unlikely places. Let's see. Be inspired to find the wisdom hidden in those times when you feel triggered. There is so much information within our raw and intense reactions that when you choose to be present with what is coming up and peel back the layers, great spiritual insight will unveil itself in a way tailored just for you. Okay, if we could all learn to see our triggers in the bigger picture, so much confrontation and upset would be lessened, power struggles and fear would diminish, and we would see greater compassion across the planet. Very good. Okay. Well, one thing I didn't mention about the energy at the moment is we do we've got this Neptune energy, which is a bit illusionary, yes, and will trigger lots of things in relationships. Yeah, they'll be, you'll think it's going one way and in fact it'll just go the other way. Yeah, so it's kind of an illusion right now. So you'll find that you know there's lots of drama that you're not sure why there's drama, right? Why that's happening. Yes, it's a bit illusionary. And you see this with the crystal keys. You see how this is like this. It's all going into the air like this from her head, from her crown chakra. Yeah, it's all going up wishy-washy, right? It's all going up. What's going on, right? What's going on? So that's the Neptune energy that's going to creep in with all of this Piscean energy, which, you know, Piscean obviously very airy, very empathic, use their intuition. We're looking at emotional new starts and new beginnings, like I said, and setting intentions. But we're also got to be aware of this Neptunian illusionary energy, which can be a bit drama making. So when you feel triggered, just step back. Right, just step back and take a bigger look at the picture. Yes, but yeah, beautiful cards. Lovely card to end the reading on. Okay, guys, so have a wonderful weekend. I'm so happy that I am feeling Almost 100%. Oh, and I've had my hair, I've gone blondie again. I'm very happy about that. Finally able to do my hair before I so I kind of look decent for when I finally go outside and move to Italy. So yeah. So don't hesitate to give me a call if you want any readings, more information about what I want, what I actually do, and have fun with your rituals and your making your new setting your new intentions with the new moon. Yes. Thanks for joining me, guys. Lots of love. Bye bye for now.